Hey, what's up everybody? I hope you're having a great weekend. I'm James Zamero here at SwitchWatch. Now, the Switch eShop has over 300 games on sale at any one time. With so many to choose from, it's hard to find the best deals. And the game's worth buying, and this series is here to help you pick the best bargains. A couple of weeks back, we asked you, the community, how often you want to see this series, and we had some great feedback, so thank you very much to everyone who commented. As a result, we are going to release this series every Sunday, so be sure to check back in for the best bargains weekly. Now let's jump in and take a look at this week's best deals. Kicking this off with my pick of the week, it's Moonlighter. I thoroughly enjoyed this indie title that's half randomised dungeon crawler and half shopkeeper sim. It nails that one more run vibe and features lovely visuals, audio and engaging gameplay. The Switch is the perfect home for this one. You could pick it up, run from one little dungeon, don't take too long, and then put it down, playing it later. What more could you want? Well, a 50% off sale really doesn't hurt. Juan, Jordan, what are your picks this week?
Wow, pick of the week, that's a tough one, but with so many Nintendo eShop games on sale right now, there was one that caught my eye. Juiced from $17.99 down to just £5.39. Yes, if you've got £5 odd in change, then this is the one that I would pick. It's Slain Back from Hell. I own this one as a digital and as a physical. That's how much I personally enjoy the game. It's got a rocking soundtrack that you need to check out. A fantastically depicted gruesome world and a platformer that's as hard as nails. So James, that's my pick of the week. Cheers guys, see you soon.
What's up guys, it's Jordan here with my pick of the week. Perhaps a surprising choice, Astro Duel Deluxe. Man, it can't be overstated just how much I love this game. It was one of the earliest Switch games around, and my word did it awaken me to the potential of the system. Taking this bad boy around to a mate or even to the coffee shop, popping open the kickstand, handing a Joy-Con or two to a friend and witnessing absolute carnage as you try to shoot each other down in this simplistic but perfectly formed competitive game. Personally, I thought it was well worth the original price at £6.29 in the UK or $7.99 in the US, but 90% off, you're basically stealing from Panic Button. It's now only 94p or 74 cents. Honestly, you will not get a better couch competitive game for that price ever. If you have friends over to play sometimes, you must buy it at this price. I think originally this game went under the radar for many people, so I'm hoping the sale gives it a second wave of interest from the Switch community because it really does deserve it. I think it's a very underrated game.
Cheers boys for your picks of the week, and there you have it. That's the games that we would choose, but there's plenty more to look at. Let us know down below out of these games which one you would pick. We'd love to hear your thoughts. A dungeon crawling action RPG with roguelike elements and twin stick controls with similarities to Enter the Gungeon and The Binding of Isaac sounds great, and it's certainly an ambitious project from the small indie developer Behemoth. Unfortunately, when the game was released, there were some game-breaking bugs which knocked the score down quite significantly. In all fairness though, their developer actually fixed this pretty quickly, and what we're left with is a decent title. Now on sale, it's definitely worth reconsidering. One of the things you'll notice is that this and some other games are not on sale in the US eShop, but actually never fear because the Switch is region free, meaning you can buy games from any other store. Civilization 6 from Sid Meier is the pinnacle in the series. It was released in 2016 to rave reviews, and we were absolutely delighted when the Switch port didn't disappoint. You can sink hundreds of hours into this title as you take humanity through history all the way up to the space age, and being able to do this on the move is simply perfect. It's only on sale in the US, but it's worth picking up if you're a fan of deep strategy games.
And how will we know when we get there?
Tales of a mythical creature.
Sometimes games go on sale that you need to avoid, and Troll and I is in this list as a warning. Don't buy it folks, even at 90% off. It's one of those games full of promise but has been executed poorly. It's boring and not worth picking up. Save your money for some of the other great titles here. The nicest thing I can say for it is at £2.49. If you do get tempted, well, at least you haven't spent too much on it. Candle Power of the Flame is a beautiful puzzle adventure game that plays a bit like a point-and-click adventure. The developers painstakingly painted all of the visuals and digitized them, resulting in a unique look. The game has some fiendish puzzles and a lovely feel. It's a kind of adventure that you can play through once and enjoy from start to end, then shelve it. I particularly love the use of wind instruments in the soundtrack. It makes it great to listen to with headphones in. Mega Man 11 is exactly what you would expect from this much loved series. It has that old school feel with tight mechanics, and yeah, it introduces some fresh new stuff as well. It's a fitting 30-year tribute to the series, and with its different difficulty options, it's a good fit for those coming to the series for the first time or newbies, as well as catering to different skill levels and those who remember the title's classics. A classic platformer revamped, and although it's not perfect, it's definitely worth picking up now that it's on sale. Shikondo Soul Eater is a decent but flawed bullet hell game. The artwork, music and gameplay are all very good, and you have the ability to play with a friend, as well as online leaderboards, which keeps it addictive. However, for every good thing there are a few little things which just hold it back from being great. Performance issues, repetitive enemies, sound effects and the bullet colours which merge with the background, to name a few. Which is a bit of a shame, and as such we said it was fun to play, but there's better out there at full price. However, for 70% off, suddenly it's a bit of a bargain worth picking up for those of you that like this type of game and adding it to your collection. Outside of cutscenes, Undertale, well, it looks like crap, but plays brilliantly well. At first glance, it's just another RPG with old school graphics and classic mechanics. But it goes against the grain in most areas and delivers. It deals with the story in a way that's serious at times and laughs at itself during others. The mechanics are boiled down to the core and don't bog you down. All in all, this is one of the finest RPGs on the Switch and a must-have for fans of the genre, with your decisions really shaping the game along the way, where most games fail at this hurdle. It's quirky, and it's one of the few games in this genre that's actually funny. It understands that you've played these types of games before and plays on that, making it a blast.
You're dead.
Hard West is a turn-based tactical game that fans of the likes of XCOM will love. It manages to get across the feeling of lawlessness and constant danger from its Wild West setting, whilst offering decent gameplay. It's a little rough around the edges, but we thought highly enough of it to give it an 8 at full price, let alone at 80% off. With that much discount, any concerns go out the window. If you're into this type of game, it's definitely worth picking up.
It's all a setup, and you are the pawn.
Trials Rising is the first Trials title to come to the Nintendo Switch with its manic mayhem gameplay. It's not a perfect port, but it did do a very good job, and if you're playing on the move, it's an added bonus. At 50% off, it's a pretty good bargain for a game that we gave 8.5 out of 10. For those unfamiliar with the series, Sword Art Online is a popular anime that has been spun off into various games and comics. The general premise is of being a game player in a game that has real-world consequences. This time around, it's an MMORPG that is being mimicked in this single-player RPG game. It's an odd niche, but it mostly manages to pull it off. The game makes you feel like you are in an MMORPG as your friends cross over and talk about their real lives. The story is voice acted in Japanese really well, but this is a true Marmite game. There's lots and lots of long story and things going on. It's not for everyone, even on sale. For those who are fans of the series, now's the time to buy. And that's it from me and the team today, everyone. I hope you did enjoy this video, and as mentioned, this is now a regular series, so we will be back next Sunday, so tune in for more then. Until then, why not check out Jordan's video about upcoming Switch games that you really must import. It's a buyer's guide of sorts, and really enjoyed that one, watching it myself personally. I hope to see you on the next one. Until then, take care.